Hi everyone, I'm in a bit of a situation. Are you okay, Layla? I'm hoping that she's going to stay. I'm not going to talk too loudly. I hope you can hear me. But yes, so I sat down, started writing down what I needed to say tonight, and this happened. So what are you doing? Gonna stay here? And I thought, oh my goodness, what's happening? So I started giving her a bit of attention, and all of a sudden I look up and I see, oh no, it's 29. So I quickly had to turn everything on. I was here, just a bit distracted, really. Oh my goodness. Yes, I've got a lot to tell you tonight, but we'll get started and we'll see how it goes. But yes, I mean, I had to start on time, and Madam here decided to sit on my lap. I don't even have the lap, the blanket on my lap. She's just on my skirt, and I was like, maybe, it does help if she's a little bit higher up. Look, Layla, look, Layla, go. Look, there you go. There you go. So yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the live. I am so happy that you are here. Let's have a little time together. Let's talk about crochet, about upcoming projects, about some upcoming plans of ours, of myself and Dirk. And yeah, some exciting things that are going to be happening. So I need to have your advice for those. But also, of course, we have been waiting quite a long time for the start of our CAL. And oh my goodness, the only comment I read, with Layla and everything happening was, how fast do the weeks go by? When I launched that blanket, the CAL, I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to take such a long time. Everybody will have been like, oh, Anya, such a long time. Such a long time. I can't wait. We order it now and it's not even remotely there. It's next week. It's within 7 days now. It's like 5 days, tomorrow, 5 days, Friday, it's there. So yes, we have made it all the way to the CAL date. We're going to be making a fabulous blanket together. Friday is the day. I always publish my videos at the same time. So whenever in whichever time zone you are, that video will be published at the normal time. So here in the UK, it will be 6 p.m. and that's British summertime still. So, whatever time that is in your time zone, that's when it happens. Don't mail us asking, it's Friday, where is the video? No, it's still at the same publishing time. Okay. A little bit more patience maybe is required. But of course, yes, I mean, hopefully you are familiar with the time and you'll be able to 1 p.m. in Ohio. Okay, Fran. So you'll be able to, work your day around that. But yes, it would be, it will be a wonderful day. We will have all the things happening on Friday, the start of the CAL. You will find out, of course, how it's all going to work. It's fairly simple. The videos are not that long, and I have to say it was easy to make them. And I am going to do a special live next week as well about how I designed the blanket. Okay, so more information. Once you've started, I want you to have all the background and all the information about how I designed the blanket. So yes, making squares. There we go. I knew that was going to happen the moment I started talking a little bit loud. Oh, now she's going in the bin. Oh, never mind. There's nothing in it. Right. Okay. Let's put this properly the way we usually do. And so my microphone is not visible. So anyway, here we are. Yes, Friday is going to be a big day. We're going to have the cal start, and yes, it's going to be squares. And in a way, it's quite easy because you'll be making squares every Friday and every Wednesday. So there will be two videos a week, okay? Yes, there will be a list in the blog post of the colors that you need for this cal. So we will have, first of all, if you have bought the yarn pack from us, and there are some Wendy packs left over, so do go and have a look if you still haven't got it. If you have bought the pack from us, Dirk has put you on a special email list. So not only will you get the yarn pack, obviously, because you've paid for it, but as an extra, you will get an email every time a video is released for the cal. You will get in that video the actual pattern. You will be able just to open the email, and there it is. The pattern will be written in there. And then, of course, there will be a link to the video and a link to the blog post. If you are just making it along with us with your own yarn, you will be able to follow the link in the description box below the videos. And there you will find the blog post on our website. And there will be the written pattern with, of course, this first week, this first part, the first installment on Friday, with all the information, like the extra sort of information to start with, and then the pattern. You will get in that extra information a little bit about multiples or, the colors as well, because we have 3 different packs, 3 different color lists. Make sure that you check which brand or which yarn you are using and use the right column. So we have the 3 lists, full lists, in the actual first episode, first part of the written pattern. Then we will have the actual pattern. And Esther, I'm not going to go down that route just yet. I'm not going to mention how many squares you're going to be making, just to give you a little bit of mindfulness, okay? It's not overwhelming because we're doing 2 lots every week, and you will be making 6 squares each time, okay? So just look at it like that, 6 squares per video, okay? And we will have, for each pattern, so for each video, there will be a little table, okay? And you will have 3 columns, well, actually 4 columns, but you will have 3 columns of colors, because you have 3 different packs. So make sure you choose your column, Starcraft, Wendy, or the James C. Brett Cotton, and do the list of colors from that table for your yarn, okay? So don't worry about the other ones if you're not doing them, right? So there will be, for each week, each tutorial, there will be 3 color lists to follow for those who have that particular yarn, okay? So you'll be, oh no, Julia. Oh my goodness, I hope you will, your arm will heal itself. Don't do too much, okay? Because this is the thing, you need to make sure you heal before you start doing lots and lots of crochet, okay? It will be worth it in the end. I mean, obviously it's easier said than done, but yeah. So yes, so if you buy the pack from us, you will have the advantage of getting an email with all the information in it. If you don't buy the pack from us, Everything is still available. You will still be able to watch the videos. You will still be able to get the color list. On Friday, it will all be clear, and you will still be able to get the color list that you need each week or each part. So like I said, Friday is the first one. Then from then on, for the next following weeks, we will have 2 videos a week for the cowl. So you will be doing quite a lot for the cowl each week. It's not just one time that I will give you a tutorial. There will be 2. Okay, we did it last time like that as well, didn't we? Which is not normally what we do at this time of year. We normally have a different type of cowl like this one in rows, but I wanted to change things up. And because it is our anniversary, of course, this is why the cowl looks the way it does, why the colors are like this, because we are reprising colors from projects we've made in the last 10 years. We are retaking projects, we are retaking stitch combinations from projects we have done over the last 10 years. And of course, we are going to start our cowl on Friday. Guess with which pattern? Oh, Kelly, congratulations. Congratulations. Hello, everyone who are just joining. Yes, Tracy, of course, the Anna square. But make sure you realize that, yes, it probably is the same pattern as before, but just make sure that you watch the video, okay? Because I might just have a couple of tips and tricks. I might just change it a little bit to make it a little bit easier on you. And also, of course, you don't know which colors it is in. So you'll have to wait until Friday to find out the little list of colors for the Anna square. Okay, we have had lots and lots of fun the last few weeks making, but you of course watching and learning about variations on the Anna square. And I have to say, YouTube is really strange. The 2 first videos where we had the gingham square and the floral coaster, they did so well, and you were watching it, so many people watched it. It was amazing. Then this week we had a tablecloth and what did I do? Oh yes, there, the mug coaster, and the views were a lot lower. So I don't know what happened there. But anyway, I enjoyed making it. I loved getting the theme of the Anna square and changing it up. Now, on Wednesday, we are going to do the last variation of the Anna square. And you might think, oh no, there she is again. Another variation. What could it be? Are there any ideas that you might have to what it could be? Do you think maybe she could be doing another version like this or like that? Have a go, have a guess what I'm going to be making. Yeah, Teresa. And I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the story about what happened, because the things I get up to. And I say things to Dirk, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I can see and I can hear in his reaction that actually he does not know what I'm talking about. He's thinking, what is she on about? Really? Are you going to do that? And this one as well. I was talking about this one and I was preparing, and he was like, are you sure? Oh, curtains, a good idea, Molly. Do you know, I have thought about something like that because we could use something in the kitchen. We could use something in the kitchen. A cardigan would be a good idea for the Anna square. What a love. With the florals. Oh my goodness, a cardigan like that. An Anna square shawl. I think we've done a shawl before with the Anna square. Pencil case. Good suggestion. See, the thing is, you've got lots of stuff now. I've got lots of ideas now. This is why I ask you, because what is the thing that's on your mind that you would like to make? And I can't, a jumper. Yes, Wendy, a jumper in the Anna square. I think that would be lovely. Even with the floral, even with the stars on it. Maybe next year for the summer, a summer cotton jumper in that pattern. I think it would work. I think it would work. Giovanna, yes, it is going to be something handy for the kitchen. Something handy for the kitchen. So let's think about it. Are you making a table runner, Elizabeth? No, I'm not. Are you? A Christmas tree made of little Anna squares. Oh, how cute. How cute. I can't really see that happening, but yeah, how cute. It's a cute idea. Cute idea. Yes, teasing is going on, Joni. Yes. Hot pads, pot holders, something like that. Pannenlappen, ja, maar het is geen pannenlap. Net niet. Het is een soort van pannenlap. I would love a tea cozy. Oh, Amanda. Yes, a tea cozy. But then it would need to be round, you see, and it doesn't really lend itself to a rounded pattern, or does it? Let me think about it. No, not a tea cozy, not a casserole hot pad. A headband, yes, Tracy, a headband. It could be a headband. No, it's not. But a headband would be very stylish, I think, because it would have that width and then the little boxes. Oh, yes, I think a headband. Yeah, Dirk, what? A headband. What is on the channel? A tea cozy, yes, but not in the Anna square design. Yeah. So not a dishcloth tea towel. No. It is something like, not an apron, Nina, but good idea. Good idea. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go through this list after and write things down because you're giving me so many ideas. But the not a toaster cover. It's a handy thing for the kitchen. It's something that you might not think about because it's an old-fashioned thing, and I really didn't know about this until I was reminded, and I think Mooka had something like this. I don't even know whether my mum has, but when I mentioned this to someone, they were like, oh yeah, we know that. So not a peg bag, no. And a scrubby, Cindy, good idea. So shall I show you? Now, these days, when I made bread warmer, a yoga mat bag, when I mean, it's different, isn't it? I don't know whether we still cook in the old-fashioned way, but when you boil potatoes, you have to drain them, right? Does that give anybody an idea? Actually, I was saying to Dirk I was going to boil potatoes, but that meant I had to peel them and do all kinds of things. So in the end, I ended up boiling pasta because that was just the easiest thing to do. Okay. I am not going to experiment with hot water right here. I did do it for the video. It is all in the tutorial. And Lindsay, it's not a colander as such, because a colander, it's a bit, yeah, you can't get your crochet wet. So Tracy, yes, it's a drain helper, or what they call online. I've looked this up. I tried to look it. It's a draining aid. So normally when you drain your potatoes and you don't want to use a colander because that's more washing up, right? You put your tea towel over your thing and you do that, yeah? But with the tea towel, everything moves about and you're putting your hands on hot lids and hot things because you need to keep things in place. Now, I have made a draining aid. And I've got my pot. I know, don't, okay? So I've got my pot here. And what we're going to do with this draining aid is the following. See? So you are able to just tilt this and your draining aid holds the handle in place. I mean, obviously, I'm not in a good position to show this, but this way you can actually drain your potatoes and your lid is attached to, I mean, I'm exaggerating, obviously, but your lid, because it is around your handle here, the draining aid, it holds it in place better. See, it's all moving about, but it's not falling because I've still got it in my hands with the draining aid, okay? So if you're doing this in your sink, it's a lot easier, obviously. So the draining aid is wide enough so you can have your hands, you know, on the draining aid. So it's covered. So the hot handles, you don't hold the hot handles. You've got a panel up as well. And so your lid stays on, yes, with your thumbs as well, of course, but also with the help of the draining aid. There we go, Julia. Yes, your mother used to use something like that when you were little. Yeah, it's a really old-fashioned thing. And we can make this with crochet, you see. So I have redesigned once again the Anna square because I thought it was perfect. So here we have the Anna square designs. Here we have the adapted design to have the opening. And then, of course, on the other side, we have the Anna square designs as well. There we go. And of course, I have finished it in, contrasting colors, putting it together. And of course, here as well, we need to do a row of single crochets to make sure that our draining aid, because there's two of them as usual, we are making two. We're holding them together. And then here we close this up to make sure that's secure around our handle. If you have a wider handle, so this is the round thing, okay, but if you have that, you can, and I'm not mentioning this in the video, but you'll be able to make it wider if you need to, okay, because you see how it works and you know how it works to make this wider to go over the actual sort of different type of handle, okay. And yes, obviously we cook a lot of our potatoes in the microwave. We do cook them in a pot as well. And pasta, this is our pasta pot. And so much easier to drain when you have something that helps you hold your lid in the middle, lid in place. Like with a tea towel, you're basically, and I'll show you with the draining aid, you're basically doing this. And then this could easily shoot out from your tea towel when you're draining it, you see. Whilst here you now have, look, much more secure. Okay. It's much more secure because it's not going to shoot out from under your towel. Okay. Yes, so your hands are out of the way and you're not steaming them. Out of the way from the hot water. Now, I have to admit, I did make a big mess filming this because, of course, I had to film it with a tea towel, and then it all went wrong. It all ended up in the whole pasta ended up in my sink. And then I had to, do it again with it. I had to scoop it all back into the pot and put more boiling water on. And I had to drain it off again. Oh my goodness. I mean, when I was doing that, I'm sure Dirk was thinking, what is she doing? So yes, I mean, the things I do for you, right? I do get up to a lot of fun, but sometimes I've got this in my head and I'm like, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do it? How am I going to explain to them how to do this? So I thought, right, I'm going to have to boil potatoes and I'm going to have to drain them and I'm going to have them tip in the sink, when I use a tea towel. So yes, it was great fun trying to do this. And I send, it saves on washing up, exactly. Yes, we did not eat the pasta after all that. No, because it ended up in the sink a couple of times because I had to film it from a couple of angles. I was boiling hot water to put on. Why I was doing it with hot water, to be honest, I could have just done it with cold water because that would have been a lot safer. But thinking back, I just didn't think, really. I should have done it with cold water. I wasn't going to eat that pasta anymore. So yes, I was boiling hot water in the kettle and then I was draining the water from my pot and then putting it back down, adding more water, filming it from another angle, draining it again. Oh my goodness. Not only, Tracy, am I crocheting in my dreams, I'm also coming up with ways of how am I going to show them this particular thing? How am I going to film this? How am I going to say how to do this? Or how am I going to, all the things that I need to convey to you so you have the best experience making this particular project. I am thinking about those things all the time. So yes, and then when I was talking about my potatoes and my potatoes, Dirk then said, why don't you just boil some pasta and then you don't have to buy potatoes and you don't have to peel them. We can just go and get a cheap bag of pasta, boil it up and then just bin it, basically. So yes, that's what I did. And in a way, I feel sad that I had to throw that food. But yes, I mean, obviously it served a purpose as well. So how I have time for anything else is, yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you. Do you know, I think she would be quite amazed at, not only the fact of all, when I bring everything together, all the variations and everything. So many lovely things. And I know I've seen a Facebook post of someone, can't remember the name now, sorry. And they did all the same color scheme with the different variations. It was just wonderful. Just fantastic. Yes, exactly, Esther. Hindsight is a great thing. Why I was doing it with hot boiling water, no idea. And then actually, it all went in the sink, and I had to put it back out, and I used a big spoon because of course I couldn't touch it. Yes, I mean, Jan, towards the end it was mushy. I was not going to be, I did boil it al dente to start with, but then adding so many times the hot water onto it again, it was not safe for consumption anymore, I don't think. Hi, Mishi. No, it's just a flat wall with pegs in it, and I've stuck the yarn onto there. Authentic steam. Yes, Debbie, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Okay, so that is the video for this week. So this is the video for Wednesday, and then on Friday we start the cal. Okay, now I need your advice on something. But first, before I do that, there's lots of things that I need to talk about. So I have got a list. Okay, so we still have the bags as well if you want them, and we also still have the pattern, the notebook. So you have until the 30th of September to order this book. Okay, if you want to make this, what am I saying? If you want to use this book next year, because it's our diary, it's our notebook, it's our junk journal, for next year, you need to order it during the month of September. Okay, then we will have it printed and it will be sent out to you in time for Christmas. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so that is the notebook, the planner, the third version of it this year, and I have painted all the illustrations myself. So do go and have a look on our website. We have some pages, pictures of pages to give you an idea what it's like on the inside. And yes, I hope that you will be buying the notebook again this year, because I have seen it in pictures. I have seen people use it, and this is mine from this year. I am using it. It is so handy. Made my list of what I have to say today. I've got my dates in there. I've got lists of things that I need to do. Yes, I mean, I am going through the pages at a steady pace, and yeah, I'm working my way through it throughout this year. So I'm really handy, so handy. So make sure you order this by the 30th of this month. Also, something else as well that I wanted to say is that on the 1st of October, not only will I be taking time to order the actual notebooks, because we will have the finished numbers then, we will have the amount of numbers that we are going to order then, but Dirk and I are going to go to Belgium for 2 weeks. I don't know whether you realize, but our parents both live in Belgium, so we are going to go there for 10 days to visit them. And on our way back, and I have mentioned this before, so we will be, the web shop won't close, and we will have someone looking after it. But if you do want something, and if you are thinking about it, make sure you order it before we go, because that's the most efficient way. Okay, we will talk about we will talk about who's going to look after the web shop in another live, maybe next week or the week after, before we go. But just to make sure that things will be a lot more efficient if you make sure that you have everything before we go. So we're going to go to our parents. Then on the way back, and I have mentioned this before, we are going to the craft show in Alexandra Palace, so Ali Pali. And there is a huge craft show for several days. And Stylecraft has a stand there, and they do a fashion show on the Saturday at 12 o'clock. So if you are in London, if you are thinking about going to that craft fair, please do come along at the Stylecraft fashion show at 12 o'clock. And if you want to catch me afterwards, please do so. I don't know where I'll be coming off the stage or whatever, but if you want to meet me after the fashion show, I will be on the Stylecraft stand, let's say, right? And I will stay there for half an hour or so. And then if people come and have a little chat, I will be more than happy to talk to you. So that's what's going to happen. But I have to show an item that I made with Stylecraft yarn. So I chose this cardigan. I chose the Greenwood cardigan that I made in the summer. Do you remember? So this is the item that I am going to be wearing on the catwalk. And I've had to write the little thing that the compare for the fashion show is going to read out. And of course, they're going to say all about, the yarn and, the fact that I chose some nice bold stitches and then plain sleeves and all that. But my question is, and this is where I need your advice. So I'm going to be wearing, let me show you. I want to wear my jeans skirt that I'm wearing here. So this is quite a long skirt, a jeans skirt, right? I mean, I need to do up, see, I haven't had time to do up all the buttons because Layla sat on my lap. So I'll have to do up the buttons, obviously. But what do I wear? So there's the cardigan, right? But what do I wear underneath? So do I wear this blouse? Or do I wear this t-shirt? So I'm not a t-shirt person, but it's got a lemon on it. So are we looking for this? Do we like this look? Where you just see the lemon peep out? Or do we like this calmer version where we just have the yellow color? What do we think? Yeah, with buttons undone, okay. Plain. So this one, just a plain one with the buttons undone. Oh, definitely the lemon t-shirt. Yeah, so, yeah. I can't wear both. Now, to be honest, like I said, I'm not a t-shirt person. I did buy this because I thought it would be good for holiday. And I do have some nice shorts to go with it, which I will show you at some point as well. But yes, I think I'm going to keep this for my holiday, and I'm going to be wearing this blouse, I think, underneath. I also have a white blouse, but that's a little bit too formal, I think. Open buttons. Yes, don't take away from the sweatshirt. Okay. Okay, the neckline is better with the cardigan. Yeah. I know, but it's nice to know what other people think. So I can see some strong opinions towards this blouse because like like you're all mentioning, it is plain and it doesn't take away from the cardigan. The neckline is better, and I feel better in this neckline than what I do in a t-shirt neckline, because it makes me feel, like I'm suffocating. A little necklace with a lemon. Yeah, that would be nice as well. A lemon necklace. Okay, yeah, we'll see what I can do. We'll see what I can do. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That's very useful advice, actually. So yes, I am going to just keep the t-shirt for holiday. And I will remind you next week and the week after as well, because there won't be lives when I'm in Belgium. Okay. So this is the 11th of October on the Saturday in Alexandra Palace in London. Starcraft. I'm assuming, I've never been to that show, so I am assuming that the fashion show catwalk is on the Starcraft stand, or is it, I don't know. We'll find it, and I'm sure once you're there you will also be able to find it, I'm sure. But yes, Laura, the lemon hair clip, yeah, I'll wear that, but I'll make sure it's sort of towards the back so it doesn't take away from the cardigan, although that's not Starcraft. That's not made in Starcraft yarn. Yeah, it has to be Starcraft yarn. Yes, Carolyn. Yes. Dirk is going to film me. Hopefully, we'll be able to do like maybe a vlog type thing, or an Instagram post or something like that. Yeah. So yes, he is going to film, because for doing that I get 2 free tickets. So and then the rest of the day we're allowed to, there's no other sort of commitment that we have to do. So the rest of the day I'm just going to be wandering around the craft fair, having a look around, and yeah, this is the thing. This is why I quite like the idea of showing a wearable, because otherwise if I was showing a blanket I would be carrying this blanket around with me the rest of the day. So if you're wearing a wearable, then you're just wearing it, so I can just go there while I'm wearing it, and I am wearing what I'm wearing and I'm showing that off. So yes, so that's what ja, ik kan een scrunchie maken met die kleur. Ja, ik zal nog zien dat ik nog iets in mijn haar kan verstoppen. So yes. Make a lemon. I don't have any Starcraft cotton. That's the problem. No, but so in the beginning she said, because I'm a Starcraft influencer. So we all got this email a couple of months ago. I reacted straight away. I said, yes, I would love to do this, after I asked the moderators what they would think of it. And they went, yeah, you've got to do it. So I emailed back and said, yes, I would be more than happy to do this. I have been practicing in the hallway, walking straight and stuff like that. Walking straight is a problem. So she then mailed back and she said, yeah, we haven't had many replies yet. So would you be able to do 2 things? And of course, yes, I straight away said, yes, I can do 2 things. But then later on, she did get more people applying. And so now we're only allowed to show 1 thing. So yeah, Sarita, I know the lemon dress would be perfect to wear with this, but that's a summer dress. It's a very thin dress, and it will be the 12th of October or 11th of October then. And I'm thinking it might be quite cool. And yeah, the legs will be quite cold if, if I'm just wearing a summer dress. Kiranjit, everything about the notebook is on the website, so do go and have a look there, okay? Yeah. So yes, this is it. Yes, of course. With the t-shirt, it would be more casual wear, wouldn't it? But I am not a t-shirt girl. I did get it because of the lemon and the thing. But yes, no. It's for. I did ask you for the fashion show. Yes, so make sure that I look respectable. I still have to work out which shoes I'm going to wear because, as you know, I love my Birkenstocks. So I'm thinking I won't get away with wearing those. It'll be middle of October. Am I going to wear just like ballet shoes or not trainers? I don't like the look of the sneakers anymore with the skirt. Maybe I will wear that because it's going to be a day where I'll be walking around all day. But I don't know. I still don't know. Yeah, ballet flats. Yeah, I've got black ones. Just so that so I have a bag, and so Dirk will have the bag while I'm on the, he'll have to wear it and he'll be filming, and then so while I'm on the catwalk I'll have this, and then like I said, it's going to be easy because I won't need to get changed or anything like that. I know, Catherine. Sorry, I thought it had an A at the end. Catherine, it's going to be a long day. I know. We have to be there at 10 o'clock for a little rehearsal. And then we are free until 12 o'clock when the fashion show starts. And then obviously, yes. I know I will need comfortable footwear, which is why I like the Birkenstocks, because they're really comfortable. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've got a couple of weeks. So that's what I need to sort out next. So now I know what I'm wearing. Important. And I've got all your approval. So there we go. And yes, Dirk will be filming it. So thank you, Mitchie. Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, if I have to, I will wear the Birkenstocks because, it is still a summer look. Why not? We'll see. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Crochet some socks. Yes, Kelly. My Birkenstocks have a toe post though, so I can't wear socks with them. Right. So yes, this is the green wood cardigan. The video is out. Everything is out. So I'm hoping that, once I've shown it on the, on the catwalk, people will love it and will want to make it. So we'll see how that goes. Right. Okay. So what did Dirk tell you last week? Do you remember at the end of our whole lot of yarn that we had right here, he said we ordered some new yarn. And did you spot it in the background? Did you spot it in the background? Oh my goodness. Is it lovely? It is so nice. So this is a cake. It is 200 grams. The yardage is 360 meters or 393 yards. And it's chunky. And it starts from pale, very pale, and it goes to dark. And I am already making something with it. And I'm loving it. So yes, I am really so nice, and it's a chunky, so it grows so quickly. I had this idea for this item that I'm making for quite a while. And I thought, yes, I'm going to do this in this, because this way I will have an effect in my crochet stitches in my project that I don't have to think about, because it's taken care of by the yarn. No, it's not a 1-ball make, Tracy. It's going to be a 2-ball make, and it's going to be quite the make. But 6 colors. So there's a purple, a grey, a green, pink, orange and blue. Really lovely, sort of the way it goes. And I have not noticed the difference in the color. So what I mean is, you can't tell. All of a sudden you think, oh, it's darker. Oh, it's even darker. So there is no obvious change in color. Sorry, I'm just reading some comments. Yeah, shall I show you up close? Let's have a look. They are going to go everywhere. I know, because I was very lucky putting them out there. Very lucky. And they stayed where they were. Yeah, actually, are they different? Teals, and this is... Oh yeah, they are different. They are already on the website as well. So there we go. Hang on. This is more of a balancing act than with the training aid. Okay, so yeah, the skirt's going to have to help. They're all in my skirt now. This one is russets. And as you can tell, there are color changes, but you can hardly tell that it does change. And then all of a sudden it's dark. So this one is then the, what's it called? The plums. Oh yeah, so russets is apples. These are plums. Then here we have teals. They are really gorgeous colors. Very autumnal. Very autumnal. This is green. This is greens. This is greens. This is pinks. They've been very let's show you this side. Pinks. So we start very pale and we end in quite a nice bright pink. And then here we have indigos. So very pale, and then it goes here to really dark. So yeah, I really am enjoying the color. Yeah, the color change. Sometimes it's just too obvious, but these go really lovely and gradual. So I'm really happy with what I'm making as well. And the thing I'm making, it works with the colors. So Sandy, at the moment, this is a chunky that they've brought out. So it's not like we can choose how thick they are. They've chosen that this is going to be a chunky version. Maybe if they are very popular, they might expand the range, but I don't know how they see this. And yeah, Starcraft Horizon chunky. Lovely gradient of ombre. It's an ombre way of doing the color in the yarn. So yes, that is that. Is there anything else I have forgotten to say? I think I've got everything off my list here. Yes. Yes, Laurie, it's a wearable. Yes, Ingrid, it is indeed true. Very often yarn brands say, oh, this is an ombre, or this is, a gradient. It's really hard to find that. And this one is a very, very good one. Yeah. Obviously, I know because I'm already working with it. Now, this video won't be coming out until at the end of the year, obviously, because first of all, we have our CAL happening, and we do in November, we do crochet every day, and I have big plans for that. So, all that is happening and in the making. So this will be for the beginning of December. It will be a fantastic, quick Christmas present make. Fantastic. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Hexagon cardigan. Yes, now, Carolyn, it would make a fabulous hexi cardigan because you would have... Now, you'd have to be careful, though, because I have seen examples of the Starcraft that they've used for this, and they have just continued with the yarn. So whenever it ran out, they just restarted in the same place. And so you've got like a line, and then it starts with the light color again. So in a way, for their patterns, I think they've done that really badly, because what they say on the ball, do they say it in the ball? Yes. So to get a smooth gradient transition, alternate taking the yarn from the center to the outside, and then you take the outside to the center, because that way you will then end up with starting with the dark and going to the light, if you have previously started with the light, gone into the dark, you see. So you can do that, but their patterns, they didn't, and it looks weird. So if you do make this into a hexagon cardigan, make sure that wherever you end your hexagon, maybe make sure that you then start on the other side of the cake to then just start going down again in color. Okay. Exactly. Yes, Ingrid. It would be worth bringing this out in DK. Now, the problem is I have no idea. Well, maybe it's a more difficult process to make this, and that's why they've done it in chunky. I don't know. Because of the length. See, if you get this in... So there's a cake there in DK, and that has 480 meters on it. So that's 150 grams, 480. So 200 grams in a cake in DK would be like 600, 700 meters. And to do that, so this gradient probably is the length of 360 meters. Do you see what I mean? So I don't know how they make them, but the dye bath must be 360 meters long. Okay. And if they were to do this for DK, then it must be like 3, 4, 5 times as long. Or they must be coming back all the time. Is anybody following my train of thought here? Because I think people might think, what is she on about? But yeah, so due to the time of year, I don't know, possibly not. possibly due to the length of yarn that they need for this ombre to work. I know, we need a tour of Starcraft, but yeah, I don't know what's going to happen now that the mills are going to close. But yes, I would love to make sure that I could find out more about all this, you know, how things are made, It would be lovely if I could find out for you and make a video about it, but we'll see what happens. Right, everyone. I think I have said just about everything. Yes, 2. You will need 2, but this will not be until December. Okay. Yes, Kelly. Yes, Carolyn, you could do smaller cakes for DK, of course, but I don't. Yeah, I think it's got something to do with the length of the ombre. So, yes, that was 3 years ago. So we'll have to ask him again. Right, everyone. So I hope you will be ready for the CAL on Friday. Like I said, if you have bought the CAL pack from us, you will be getting an email round about 6 o'clock, round about the time that the video goes live. In that email, you will find the pattern, the link to the video, the link to the blog post as well, and you will be able to get started. If you Did somebody see that? Was that me? Did you see something flying there? Was there something flying there? Was that me? I'm not seeing things, am I? Anyway. Yeah. What was that? I mean, I do have my windows open during the day, so maybe something flew in. Okay. So if you didn't buy the yarn pack, but you're using your own stash, you can just go to the videos. There will be a link to the written pattern in the video description below, and you will still have all the information as you need to. If you can't find the email, you will still be able to go to the tutorials and the links and everything that you need. Okay, so make sure you choose the correct column for your color of yarn, for the brand of yarn that you are using. No, Jan, I am not doing a sample size. I am making an actual square, just the way you are. And I kept one square to video for you, and then I put the blanket together. So Emma and I, we both made squares for the blanket, so I didn't have to make all of them. And so she made some, I made some, and then I made the one for the video. So, you know, I think it might be a moth. I'll have to go and check that out. I'm not quite ready for that, I don't think. Right, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely week. Don't forget, there is this old-fashioned draining aid for you to look at and make on Wednesday to help you drain your potatoes or boiled pasta. Look out for all the shenanigans going on. And then on Friday we will have the first part of the CAL. I hope you will enjoy it, and I will see you next week in the live where I talk to you about everything to do how I designed the CAL, and maybe even I might have to tell you that I could possibly have used some AI. Now, did I or did I not? That is the question. Bye, everyone. See, teasing again. Bye. Bye, everyone. See you next week. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.